Welcome to the Wicked Awful Gamers Podcast, starring Origosis, Jyaku, and Frost.
You're right. You know what? We'll come up with a genre and we'll just do it. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the Wicked Awful Gamers Podcast. I am Origosis, and this camera is good, but it's got a weird blur. Oh, fuck it. Okay.
That is why you are the Sultan of Salt.
I am the Sultan of Salty, Origosis. Sitting next to me is Jyaku. He is the, I forgot it again, Admiral of Alts. Admiral of Alts. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Close enough.
Close enough. And sitting on the other side of me, I'm done naming left and right shit, is Frost, the king of camping. Don't go near him in Call of Duty. Well, you can't go near him because he's camping, and they'll shoot you as soon as you come around the corner. Camping bitch. We are the Wicked Awful Gamers. This is the Wicked Awful Gamers Podcast, episode 1. Welcome. We also have an episode -1 and an episode 0, so technically this is the third episode we've made, but it's 1. Welcome to the first... Details. Welcome to the first episode ever.
Proper episode.
Proper.
There's nothing proper about this podcast.
So I know what...
Nothing proper about any of us three.
That's true.
I know what me and Frost have been playing, and the only thing we're going to talk about for the next month. But so before we get into that rabbit hole that we're not going to leave for probably till December until Battlefield comes out or something.
Well, Titanfall 2 will probably take me and Frost away from it.
Yeah.
Or at least Frost away from it.
Probably won't affect me. But what have you been playing this week, Jyaku?
I've actually been playing Dragon's Dogma and Dragon Age Origins, because I really want to play through all 3 Dragon Age games.
Do they have a continual storyline?
Kind of.
Or is it more like Elder Scrolls stuff?
No, it's not quite like Elder Scrolls stuff. The characters don't directly interact until Inquisition. Just couldn't wait anymore. Just could not wait anymore, huh?
He's trying to quietly open his surge. He's over here like...
I don't know what you're talking about.
To the podcast?
To the podcast!
I'm thirsty, man. So you were saying?
So I was saying, none of the characters in the 3 Dragon Age games interact until Inquisition. And that's only really the one you're playing in Inquisition, and actually both the ones from 1 and 2. When you're playing 2, you'll hear stories about what's going on in 1 because it takes place in a different country.
And Origins is 1, right?
Yeah, Origins is 1.
Okay.
Yeah, and 2 you start in Ferelden, which is the land from 1, and then you're escaping there.
Yeah. And
then 3, I really don't know too much about the story other than shit goes down, and you're the chosen one.
See, I haven't touched Dragon Age since Origins released. I want to say I rented it on console. It was on 360, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I played it on 360, and I only got up to the part, and I think you can unlock characters in any order, like the story.
Yeah.
Kind
depending
of.
on, I mean, you get a few characters right off the bat, and then you choose which way you go.
What you want to do?
A couple of them get you characters.
Okay, so I don't know if this will tell you how far I went, or if this will mean nothing. I know I unlocked the witch Morgan. Is that her name?
You get her. She's one of the 3 that you get off the bat.
So I unlock her, and then immediately went to that town being overridden by undead every night.
Okay, you went to Redcliffe. Okay,
Is that what it is?
Well, you had her. You had Alistair.
Oh yeah, I had a couple others for sure.
And the dog.
Yeah. Yep.
And probably Sten and Liliana if you were going, because you go from the battlefield to just a regular town where you pick up another couple people.
Yeah.
And then you branch off.
Gotcha. Yeah, I went there.
And you went to one of the ones that doesn't have a character that you can pick up.
Well, which is okay. I just want, like everyone said, like, oh, there's a right order to play it in, there's this. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go here and I'm just going to play. Which is when I discovered you could pause the combat and be tactical about things. But I didn't discover that until pretty much everyone died in the town. And you got the worst ending for the town or something.
Yes.
Depending on how...
You probably left the town to go, like, you went to do it, you probably died and went, oh, I guess I have to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then you leave, and it immediately gives you the bad ending for the town.
Gotcha. Yeah, so that happened, and then I was reading about how you could pause it, and I'm like, I'm done, I'm fucking done. And I haven't touched it since. And we're talking like 2 days after it released.
It did also release on PC. Did you play it on the console or did you play it on PC?
See, that's what I don't remember. If I played it on console or PC. If it was on PC, I didn't rent it. So I was either at a friend's house or torrented, probably. Unless they had a demo on PC. I doubt it.
So. I don't think there was a demo for it.
Yeah, I doubt
There was a demo for 2.
Yeah.
But I don't think there was a demo for Origins.
See, I really don't remember what I played it on. But again, we're talking when it released.
Yeah.
And I only played it for like that hour or two.
The reason that I ask is because when you started on the console and you started on the PC, the settings are different.
Yeah.
On the PC, you automatically do friendly fire damage if you're doing like cone spells, explosion spells, anything like that. It automatically does party damage, where on the console, it doesn't. It's automatically set off.
It's a little bit easier by default.
Exactly.
By default. Okay, that's cool. I don't remember. No, I shouldn't even talk too much about it. I don't remember much about it at all. When I saw Dragon Age 2 came out, and then there was this big clusterfuck. Everyone complaining about it for some reason. I don't know why.
People complain about it is because a lot of the dungeons in the game are reused maps.
That thing. And then, and then Inquisition came out, and that's been huge.
Yeah.
People love that thing.
People do complain about it that you do need to, you have to pick, every single herb that you come across.
Oh, yes,
That's really the only complaint that I've heard from that game is, you need to pick up everything.
But I guess that's, I'd assume, most games, it's probably only if you're trying to min-max or just get everything
No.
done. Really?
To get things stronger and everything, you need to pick up everything.
That's
what
no
I
fun.
understand.
No, thank you. I won't try it, but that's a turn off.
I only popped it in and played through, half of the intro, and I went, you know what? I want the whole story. I want my character from 1, my character from 2.
That's why you're playing.
That's why I'm playing through all 3 of them.
Cool. I did not know they did that.
Yes.
Are they working? Have they implied they're working towards some ending, like Mass
Effect? As far as I understand, Inquisition does end it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I mean, it doesn't end it for the world, kind of like with Mass Effect.
Yeah,
They're going to be somewhere else in the universe. I'm sure you could be in a different country.
But as far as the storyline that, like you said, they're kind of sequels that led to
I believe Inquisition ends it, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Cool.
And even then, the storyline doesn't... The storylines for each game are just the storylines. You just happen to interact with them in the third one.
Gotcha.
The first one is the Grey Wardens trying to stop the Blight, which is the Darkspawn coming and slaughtering everybody. The second one is you go to this country as a refugee and then end up saving them, and you have some kind of conflict between the Templars and the Mages. And then in the third one, I'm not exactly sure what happens. Green shit comes down from the sky, and you're the only one that can close these rifts.
Hi, Frost.
Hi.
I've been trying to guess what you've been playing, but I just can't think of what it could possibly be.
Oh man, I have no confidence that you will be able to guess it at all.
Forza! We've been playing Forza. It's finally out. Horizon 3 is here. Oh my God.
Well, actually,
but only if you got the special edition.
Yeah, it's not out yet.
True. It doesn't come out until Tuesday, right when this podcast is coming out. I pre-ordered, as you should not, but I knew I'd probably like the game. It's just, fuck it, I wanted to pre-order it. It's my money. Leave me alone. Anyways, I pre-ordered it, started playing it Thursday evening. I've been playing it ever since, haven't stopped. Just played, put down the controller, went to work, come home, picked it up, played some more. That's been my life, and now I'm here recording the podcast and immediately following
wanting to
this.
play Forza.
That's all I want to do. I just want to play Forza.
Yep.
That's why you're level 40-something, 50-something.
I hit 45. No, I hit 50 last night. I'm on my way to 55. I think somewhere around there. I'm leveling up so fast. I don't even remember.
That's because you've been playing it nonstop for the last day and a half.
I woke up Saturday morning at 9 and I hopped on and I didn't hop off until 2 a.m. And once when I had to go run out and take care of something. That was it.
I mean, I went out Friday night and I picked it up, and I played it for 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
We did party chat. We played, and I played for probably about 3 or 4 hours last night, and then maybe 2 hours this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm only, I think, level 19.
Yeah.
I think.
You started at level 10 when I got here.
I still haven't gotten the club unlocked yet.
Nor
And I
is Warthog.
still have not gotten my Warthog, and I'm very, very disappointed in that.
So
Very disappointed.
the way stuff unlocks in the game isn't exactly clear. It does appear that as you do more in that initial... So you have like this initial locked-in tutorial, and then you have this slightly more open tutorial where it's like, okay, you need to go do this next, and there's not really anything else for you to do. But you can just drive around and do other stuff, and there's not really anything specific for you to do until you go and do those things they want you to do. Then the game really opens up a lot, but it still looks like you're in tutorial mode for the next... until level 10 or 15, I'm
Roughly.
not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, because you still are unlocking stuff. Like, I don't know when I got clubs, but it was like 10 or 15 or 20 when I finally unlocked clubs. So I don't know if it was because of my level or because I'd completed X tasks. Like, okay, you've completed your first championship, you've expanded your first festival, you've done this, you've done this. There's different things that you can do in the game. So I don't know if it was tied to a level up or if it was tied to, okay, you've completed...
Like physical game.
Exactly, so some kind of progression. But again, the game doesn't feel like there's any progression other than your level, because it's just this open world. Go do whatever you want.
And there's so much shit to do.
It's ridiculous. I decided when I got to my second festival, so I quickly left my first festival, because it's like, go open your second festival. I decided I'm going to stay at this festival and max it the hell out and do nothing else. Which, don't get me wrong, if I got bored, I would have moved on. But I was addicted to the area. So you get it, you unlock it, and there's like 20 things to do. And after I did like 5 of them, it was time to level up my thing again. So I leveled it up, and there was 20 new things to do. It was like, oh my god, now I have like 35 things to do. Did 5 things, leveled it up again, boom. And now my map is just... here's stuff to do, here's stuff to do, here's stuff to do, here's stuff to do. And some of them are just like one-offs. Like, okay, do a drift challenge here, do a speed trap here, do this here, go here, do this PR stunt. But others, Laura, just one dot, but they actually unlock like 6 more things, like a championship. You go and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this.
You're drowning in activities.
You are drowning in it. I spent, so I've put a solid, 20 hours into this puppy, and I have not touched, not even approached finishing 10% of what there is to do at one festival, let alone everything else that is in the game. It is... They have definitely designed Horizon 3 to have no actual end. It's one of those open world games where the end is when you decide. Is it when you finish that loose storyline? And this has the loosest storyline at any Horizon ever. Horizon 2 had a clear, okay, you've beaten the game. Here's your achievement. You've completed your 10 championships and did the final Horizon thing. 1 was much, much, much more linear, and that was it. You finished that. Now go off and play the game for 500 hours because there's 500 hours more stuff to do. Horizon 3 is even more open. You don't feel like, oh, let me go do this and then work on this. You have that. You can go around, do this, work on that, whatever you want to do, but there is no... this is the main storyline, go here. This is this, go here. There's none of that. It's very much just do whatever the hell you want.
One thing that I did enjoy so far about it, in terms of story progression, or what can be considered as story progression, because it's really not a lot of story involved yet that I've seen. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've seen any more. But the fact that I don't really want to hit everything in one festival in one shot.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's trees in a field.
Because I'm getting... Yes, trees in a field. That was fun. But after I get bored of a specific area, I want to be able to go and do something else in another area. Mm-hmm. So I leave like 3 or 4 races in the first festival and go and do the second one, which me and about 70% of the rest of the people that had the advanced copy went and did the city one. The Surfer's Paradise, I think it's called.
Yep.
And I'm not a huge fan of city racing. I like the out stuff.
Yep.
So the one that you did, which was the Outback, I think, right?
Yep, I went straight to the Outback as my second festival.
I want to do for my third festival. I wanted to get the one that I figured I wasn't really going to enjoy that much out of the way first.
Yep.
So that way I can spend the rest of the time working on parts of races that I like. Because I love drifting. I love rally racing. Point-to-points are my favorite. I'm not a huge... circuit person.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of circuits.
Especially inside city limits where everything is just so constricted.
Yep. My last and final festival, I've opened my 4th, and it was Surfer's Paradise. And it's fine, but it is city racing. Which is nice. You have a little bit of everything. But yeah, I got there, and after spending, again, we're talking close to just 20 hours in the outback, going wherever I wanted, mix of off-road and on-road and stuff like that, getting into those confined city streets, I'm happy that's there. I will be in the mood for that. I will be at some point in the next week, month, year. I will want to go to that city. But right now I'm like, nope, back to the outback. I finished up what I wanted to do there, upgraded a little bit, and right back to my original festival, because I'm loving the Outback Festival. I love it. I just want to keep doing everything there.
The other thing too that I like about the game is it is unbelievably incentive laced. It's just wheel spins. You win cars. You win cash. Even the skill points are interesting, because in the past it's only been one group of 20 or 16 skills that you can unlock. And now there's like 60 of them. There's 3 pages of like 16 or so.
So remember in Horizon 2, you had that one bingo grid of skills?
Yep.
Now you have 3 bingo grids of skills to unlock. And
different types of categories.
The top 4, and I know 2 of them, I can't remember the third one. Okay, so one skill is like unlocking what they call boss skills. And they affect your festival, things that can happen there. Like you can unlock a drone and fly it around. And some of them are bonuses and XP bonuses. But mostly they just affect the world around you. Like, okay, your convoys do this now. Your team of people will do this.
You get more XP for doing this.
Exactly. And the second grid is what you're familiar with in Horizon 2. You now get 20% more for your drifts. You now get 20% more for your clean driving. You get 10% more for this. It's very, very much what was in Horizon 2. And then the third one are these one-offs. Like
they're all immediate release of
here's
either XP or cash.
Yep. It's like, okay, here's 20K. And that's it. That's it. You unlock it and that's it. You can't get more experience out of it. It's just like use 1 perk point to get 5K experience. Use 1 perk point to get 25,000 credits. Use 3 perk points to get 20,000 XP. And that's it. Once you use them, they're done. They're gone. But now there's every single one at the very, very top has a car you can unlock. That requires 20 skill points, I believe. I want to say it was 20 in each one. So each of these 3 bingo pads, whatever we're going to call them, skill trees. Fuck it, skill trees. Each of these skill trees has a car you can unlock in the center. That's about 20 skill points. And then the other 4 top ones in each page is a repeatable skill. Like, okay, I can't remember where it was, but one of them was just like, the next championship you do, increase all your winnings by 20%. And so championships are 3. The smallest I've seen is 3. The largest I've seen is 9. That was a player-created one, however. So championships are a ton of races, and so you get 20% that entire championship, and then at the end of the championship, you get this massive, massive influx of fans. So that was a 20% bonus. I want to say just to the cash. Maybe it was to cash, XP, and fans. I can't remember. But you spend 10 points to get it, and you only get it once. Then it's used, and you need to save up 10 skill points to get it again. So there are these.
So you can continue to unlock it.
Exactly.
So you can only use it once, and then once you're done with that championship, you can go back if you have more skill points and unlock it again.
So essentially, where in Horizon 1, once you hit popularity level 1, there wasn't much else to do. In Horizon 2, once you got all the perk points, there wasn't anything else to do with that. Mm-hmm. This one is now infinite. Now, maybe you don't want to use those things, but they're there. If you're going to be earning all these skill points, might as well spend them. Like, oh, let me get extra bonus on a championship. Let me go do this, do that. I can't remember everything, but it was all stuff like that. Double your next drift point score that you do. Double your next drift challenge. It was stuff like that. And then you spend 10 skill points, you do that challenge, and you get that bonus, and then you got to earn 10 skill points to get it again.
There's also wheel spins, too. In
yes!
Panel. I don't know if it's in all 3, because I don't really pay attention to much right now in terms of the skill trees, because for me, really, all I want is XP and cash. Mm-hmm. So I've been blowing out that immediate one right away. Because I want to get all of that in, because I like to build cars. I like to drive different ones. I like to build them up. I like to customize them. I need the money to do that. Mm-hmm. And I want the XP so that I can level up fast enough to unlock the things I need.
Yep, and that's great, because as you level up, you get to take those immediate influxes.
On that immediate one, there's one in each corner. All 4 corners, you get a wheel spin.
Yep.
Is that in all 3?
I only remember seeing it in the one-off one, the third skill tree, which is
if you're a VIP member, which is somebody who pre-ordered it or did the Ultimate Edition,
pre-order
you get the VIP, or I think you can buy it in the store separate.
Actually,
right?
there's only 2 ways to do it. You don't get VIP if you pre-order, because if you get if you pre-order the normal,
so you get it in the Ultimate Edition, and you can get it in the store.
And you buy it separately for.
I know you could see it.
$20,
in the store,
$30.
Yeah, because I did the totals. Because I paid $99 for mine, and I'm sure you paid
$99.
You got the Ultimate, right?
Yep.
So the VIP was $30.
Mm-hmm.
The club membership was another $20.
Yep.
And then you got the
car pack.
The car pack,
which guarantees
which
you
was
get
another $15 or $20.
It's 20 or 30, and that gives you the first 6 car packs. That's what they did in Forza 6 and Horizon 2, I think.
Yep. So then you're paying that. So that's what, $80 right off the top, right there.
Yep.
And then the cost of the game.
The cost
is
of the
$60.
game.
So it's $140 value you got for $100.
Exactly. If you see value in the VIP pack, if you see value in the
4 days in advance.
Exactly, and the 4-day advanced play time. And again, these are all values you may or may not hold. You don't need to spend the $99. No one has anything over you if they get these things, because if you don't put any value in the car packs, okay, then don't get the Ultimate Edition. If you don't put any value in the VIP thing, don't get the VIP, don't get the Ultimate Edition. The only thing you lose will not exist by Tuesday when this podcast comes out, because it means the game will be out for everybody. So that's it. That's the only thing you lose by not getting the Ultimate Edition, is the 4 days early access and that DLC, which I like it. I want those cars and those car packs. I like the VIP. I like getting my double bonus wheel spins and everything. Yep. There is something that
we didn't talk about, I was going to touch on really quick, was those wheel spins. If you have the VIP, when you do the wheel spin, if you hit for cash, it doubles it.
Yep.
So if you get 50K, off 50,000 credits off of that spin, it immediately turns it into 100,000.
Yep. So for anyone who has never played Horizon 2 or 3, well, I mean, not a lot of people have played 3 yet, but anyone who hasn't played it yet, they did not exist in 1. I don't think.
No, I don't believe so, no.
Okay, so
I think you could do it online.
You might do it online?
But you couldn't do it in-game.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that is what it was.
So every time you level up in Horizon 2 or 3, every level, you get to spin the slot machine, and you have the chance of winning credits or a car. If you win credits on Horizon 3, and you have VIP, it will double your credits. On 2, VIP was actually a little bit better. On 2, if you were VIP, and it doubled your credits, but if you won a car, you got the car, and you got the money that the car was worth.
Oh shit, I wish I had that.
Yeah. Now, I might be a little bit wrong on that, but yeah, where in Horizon 3, if you win a car as a VIP, it's just you win a car, which is still amazing.
This is the first time I've had a VIP on any Forza game, so I didn't really feel the need to have that in the first place. The only real reason why I did it was because I wanted to play it 4 days early. I didn't care about the rest of the crap at the time until I started playing it. I'm like, I'm actually really glad I did this once I looked at the value price.
It feels really good. If you're one of those people that just like those little breadcrumbs along the way, VIP makes it even more fun. Spinning. Anyways, that's our initial impressions of Forza. Next week, we'll either have a full review, like our final impressions, the hype has worn down, we're doing that, or the week after. It's pretty much, we want to wait for the hype to wear down so we have a more level-headed view of the game. Right now, to bring my own hype down a little bit, I can say this. If you've been playing 1 or 2 and you frickin' love it, you will absolutely love 3, with a caveat. Caveat? Whatever. 3 is just more of what 1 and 2 were. That's it. It's just more. It's not a lot different at all. The differences are... They're a step above nuance. The differences are there. They're a step above nuance. But at the same time, it's the same exact game as 2 with more ways to do things. So if you've been playing 200 hours a week of Horizon 2 right up until Horizon 3 came out, there's a chance you're going to get into the game and go, oh, I've been doing a shit ton of this. You may not have that, or you might be addicted to it immediately because you're starting from a new level, building up cars again, just like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.
And there's dingoes.
And there's dingoes and kangaroos. Anyways, we don't really have a rating system for initial impression. Should we give it? Let's make one right here.
It would probably be best to do it like a a 5-star, or if you want to get a little bit more advanced on it, we can think about that another time.
Well,
do a different kind of crazy way of, instead of stars, using something else.
Well, it is initial impressions, so it doesn't have to be that important.
So my initial impression on the game, I would give it probably a 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5?
And that I'm going lower than I feel that I normally would, only because I haven't put in as much time as you have, and I don't have the ability to look at the game as a whole yet. Because I haven't unlocked everything that you need to play the game as a whole. I'm still missing the club stuff. So, I'm assuming it's going to be the same as 2.
And you know what? I've only made a club, but I haven't participated in a club event at all. And I've seen their skills to affect the club, so I don't know what's in there.
You can't really do that anyway because you're going to need more than one person in there.
The
only thing you can really do is put your own vehicles into the club garage so that anybody that's in the group can drive that car.
But you know what? That's okay. So don't hold back on your score. Or, be more harsh or be more happy with your score. This isn't a score like, oh, I'm giving it a 3.5, 3 out of 5 because I haven't played the whole thing yet. That's for that review. And if your initial impression is, fuck yeah, I get this, or maybe that's what our initial impression review should be. It should be a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a maybe, as opposed to a score.
I mean, if we're going to do it that way, then you should definitely get it. It's a phenomenal game. It's fun. The graphics are beautiful. The gameplay is great. The driver assists and things, they've really done a good job with those. And depending on your expert level, of how many of those games you've played, you can turn all those difficulties off. And it makes it more realistic and more fun to control.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
They finally did something with it that we talked about last week, which was that all the Forza Motorsports games were more finely tuned, and Forza Horizon games seem to be more arcade.
And don't go picturing Cruising USA. This thing is still very grounded. This thing is still very simulator compared to any other racing game, but it's much friendlier to. So as a noob here, one who doesn't spend a lot of time on a single game, I'm always moving from game to game, and I'm a fellow altaholic just like Jyaku here. I never really master any skills in a game, so I'm usually always playing the game on easy, beginner, story mode, whatever they call it. Forza 3 was the first game ever. So I got it because I heard it had assists. Like, okay, the game will do a lot of the work for you. I think I already explained this a couple podcasts ago, so I won't go into depth.
I don't think so.
No? Well, I'll keep it quick. I'll keep it light. This game is the most noob-friendly game you will ever play for 2 reasons. A, you can turn on assists where, don't take me the wrong way here, this might sound bad to some of you, the game practically drives the car for you. You need to steer, you need to hit the gas. It'll brake for you when it's time to brake. It'll put a driving line on the ground so you know how to take the turn. It'll change the color of the line to red to let you know you need to slow down here. And if you have it on the easiest setting, it will brake the car for you. If you're veering off the road, it will pull you back to that line. It really helps you control the car. Now, so that's if you're a noob or you're just too afraid of racing games. This is the most easily approachable racing game ever. 2 is you can set the difficulty of the AI, which again makes it even easier. The lowest difficulty, the easiest difficulty, the cars effectively just quit the race 10 seconds in. Yeah. So when they say easy, they mean easy. You're going to start the race, and 10 seconds later, every single car will hit the brakes and just quit.
You win. Yeah, you're in the back of the line, and you start off in the starting grid in the back, and you just roast.
Exactly. At some point,
you got to fight your way through the carnage to get through everything.
You got to fight your way through it.
Through to the lead, they all drop off.
And on the 2 lowest settings, the cars effectively give up. On the lowest, easiest setting, the cars give up almost immediately. So if you have a 3 or 4 lap race, you are going to be in first for 3.5 laps. It's just going to happen. On the second highest difficulty, they kind of give up in packs. So right away, the back, places 10 through 12 will give up, and then 3 more will give up. And as you approach the last lap, the first, second, and third person will give up if you haven't already obtained it by then. So what I mean by that is that if you're really afraid of these racing games, you're not very good at them, Horizon 1, 2, and 3 are extremely approachable because they really, will hand, look, here it is on a silver platter, come and play. Now, For people who are in the middle, who like, no, I want a challenge, but I don't want to get my ass handed to me every time, that's there for you too. You can turn off those assists, take more control of the car. You decide when to brake, but the game still tells you when to brake. You have to hit the brake, but it tells you where to brake with that driving line. And you can make the AI more difficult, average difficulty. The cars don't give up. They try, but they all kind of stay with you. It's called rubber banding. It's a type of AI people hate, but essentially, like if you hit a brick wall, all the cars are going to kind of slow down and let you catch up. But you kind of have to work your way up the places beyond that. And then as the difficulty goes up to experts, we're talking Gran Turismo, Forza Motorsport, simulator levels of control here. Like you can go in and change your tire pressure and be like, I want to get an extra half a second, and you can lower your tire pressure so your tires have more grip, or up your tire pressure for this, or raise your car so that you handle off-roading better. You can get into the dirt if you want and figure all of that out, or you can hop into a Lamborghini Huracan and go off-roading all day long, and the game will take care of all the other math for you and let you just drive straight and have fun. This game is for every difficulty. And on top of that, if you're the kind of person who just wants to play the game on a difficult setting, then coming in last, except for the championships, which is just one aspect out of a ton, is not that bad. You still get all of the money for losing. You still get all of the XP for losing. The difference in money and XP you get for losing, and fans, a third thing we work on in this game, is nil. I haven't done the math, but it's nil. If there is any difference in how much you get rewarded for. The only time it matters is in a championship. That's it. And then on top of that, they have online championships which are purely based on how much XP you earn. So you can come in 12th place, 12 out of 12, every single race and still win because you were the cleanest driver, you did the most drifting, and you stayed in the back of the pack and just did a lot of skill things to get points. And so there's those kind of championships too. We should cut it here with the Horizon stuff. This is our third episode of spending half of it on Horizon. They have designed a game for everybody. The only person this game is not for is someone who just does not want to do a racing game, and it still might get you. So I say yes, definitely. Go get it. It's amazing. Caveat, our full review will be next week. That will be our full review. The hype will be down. We'll have a better idea of it. For people who have played all the Horizon games, it's more of the same in an amazing way. But if more of the same turns you off, get the demo, try it out, see what you think. All right, I think that's enough of Horizon. I think that's enough Forza.
Yeah, I think that's
I want to go on for another hour, but... oh, God, do I want to go on.
You probably could.
I'm thinking of more and more and more things. You know what? I'll write them down. We'll have it for the full review. Okay, so, news segment.
Now it's time for the news.
Now it's time for the news. No? Okay. I decided to call this segment, What Do You Think Of... ... And that's the news. I'm pretty much going to mention different things that have come up in the news. I'm going to ask them, hey guys, what do you think of, for example, or fuck the example, here's our first news topic. Jyaku, what do you think of the fact that PlayStation Plus is raising the price of PlayStation Plus from $50 to $60 a year?
Well, I mean, they raised it up to the same price as Xbox Live.
That's a good point.
I mean, when it was on PlayStation 3, you didn't need PlayStation Plus to play online.
Yeah.
With PlayStation 4, you do need the PlayStation Plus to play online.
True.
So, I mean, Sony's realized that Xbox makes decent money off of charging for the online thing.
Yep.
I mean, it only took them from PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, to now PlayStation 4 to realize, oh shit, Xbox has been doing it with the 360 and the One, and they've been charging $60 a month. I mean, $60 a year. And or the reduced prices as well if you only want to do 3 months or whatever. But I mean, you got to look at they've been doing it for free, which is a good selling point on one end for PlayStation. They're like, why do you want to pay for monthly subscription to go online? Buy our system, which is cheaper than the Xbox One or the Xbox 360 at the time. PlayStation 3 was cheaper. And we'll let you play online for free just for buying it.
Yeah.
Or you could buy the PlayStation Plus and you would get free games every month. They had that.
They were the first ones to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they came out with PlayStation.
But if I remember correctly, with the PlayStation Plus, you had it for that month and that month only.
What, the game? No. So
that would suck.
You keep it for forever until you cancel your subscription. Then you lose all your games. So as long as so they keep giving. Now I've heard this may have changed. I have not touched PlayStation Plus since before Metal Gear Solid 5 came out. That was the last time I touched a PlayStation. I went 360 after that. No, nothing against PlayStation. I love it. I'm sorry. I still went on PlayStation, my PS3, to play my PS1 games. So that's all my PS3 was. It was just a nice PS1 to HDMI converter for me.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I use my PS3 for. So I simply don't have the experience or the knowledge. I probably could have looked into this, but we're mostly just getting our thoughts on this. Hopefully you get to keep your games forever. But when I was using PlayStation Plus, which was like 6 years ago, if you canceled your subscription, you didn't get to keep all your free games. Hopefully that has changed.
I did have one more thing I wanted to say about this. I think Sony has started charging more money for it to hire better internet security. It's constantly being taken down.
I hope so.
How many times has it been hacked?
I mean, I haven't played really anything on the Sony PlayStation Network. None of that. PS Plus, I haven't done it. I don't think ever, because PS2, I didn't have a need for internet.
Adapter,
I didn't need it because I didn't really care. I wasn't playing. If I was doing any online gaming, I was using my 360.
Yeah.
Then with the PS3, I literally only have the PS3 just to play MLB The Show.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only reason I have it. I have other games. I have Call of Duty games, but they're all the same as the ones I have on 360, and everybody I was playing with online was on 360. So I'm not going to play it online on the PS3.
Exactly.
So I've never really had a need for any of that, but I still paid attention when I heard how many times it got shut down, how many times there were security issues, how many times there was an identity theft issue. I had a friend of mine who actually, one of them, it happened to him on the Xbox One, and another one that happened to him on the PlayStation Network. One of them, the PlayStation Network, they got a hold of his credit card information.
Oh, jeez.
Through a message or something. Like he went in and he opened the message, and that's how they got in. And they nailed his credit card information. It happened the same way to the kid with the Xbox One, which just happened to be right before his wedding.
Oh, God.
So he had all his money put into this bank account so he could start paying out for all the bills for the wedding, and they got whacked, and they drained his bank account. So the whole account froze, everything froze. I would not want to be one of those people.
No,
and hopefully, that's a good way to put it. $10 a year from each player.
Yeah.
Put that, and you could put that towards better servers, better security, which servers may not always be the issue, but we know they crash on their own.
Yeah.
They crash far more often.
If anybody knows
Xbox.
that, it's this guy right here.
They've crashed far more often than Microsoft accounts.
Yep. That was my Friday. We were upgrading a server that was, well, effectively it was perfectly fine. It was just a pain in the ass to use. We were just upgrading it to a new one because we wanted something faster, we wanted better software, and we did. We upgraded it. And then, a little bit before we were done with that, another server starts beeping, and well, we were almost done by Friday morning, so that was the rest of my day, was dealing with that. And even that server install had some issues down the line too. So, so servers, they need some regular upkeep. There's some powerful stuff out there that it doesn't seem so powerful after only a year or two. With that said, I feel that if PlayStation and Xbox, for that matter, are charging $60 a year, both of their services should be much better. They don't get any excuses for this. There's other free, there's ways they make their money. There's other free services out there that work much better than PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live. Those are easily the two worst paid for services I have ever seen. The value adds are nice. The value adds are very nice. Those free games, that's why I have them. If I didn't have them, I just wouldn't have either one of their... I would not have Xbox Live simply out of spite. I wouldn't... I'm like, no, I'm not giving you my fucking money for your shit-ass service. The download should max my internet speed. I mean, I can go to Steam, buy a game, and that will max out my internet speed when I go to download a game. I can go to someone's website, for free, get a free game. That will max out my internet speed. I can go download Linux, and that will max out my internet speed. I can download all this free shit or buy the shit and download it, and whoop, internet speed capped. But I go into Xbox Live to get a game. It's like, okay, let's get this, and I'm going to go to bed, and it should be ready tomorrow.
Yeah, how many times did
Halo 5.
Yeah.
No excuse. You charge me for this service, it should work better than the free shit. Fucking fix it.
What did I download the other day? Was it for the install? No, it wasn't the install for that. Oh, it was the update for Forza Horizon 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the day one patch?
The day one patch, essentially.
Yeah.
My download speed, I have 75 up, 75 down.
Yeah.
Right. And I've been testing it, and it's pretty close.
So he's
to
almost
max.
twice as fast as me. I only got about 45 down, 5 up.
My update was literally going. What did I say? Because we were on chat when I was talking about it. It was like 7.6 KB a second.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
No excuses if you want to charge for your service.
It would jump up to 41 megs a second. But then it would sharply drop again.
Yep.
And it's not my internet, because my internet was fine.
Yeah.
Because I checked it. Everything else was working perfectly.
Yep.
And I hardlined it. It wasn't wireless.
Oh yeah. And I really know how to run those tests too. I'll turn off the Xbox. I'll go over to my PC, do a few speed tests. I'll go and I'll download a game on Steam to see how fast that goes. I'll stop that or let that finish. I'll go and download another gigantic file and test stuff, and I'll be like, no, router's good, internet's good, this is good, this connection's good, we're good. And it's like, is it the Wi-Fi? Nope, it's not that. It's the wired? Nope, it's not that. It is their service. And in certain times when they're getting hit hard, it's understandable. However, when the free services are getting hit hard, they work better than Xbox Live when it gets hit hard. So...
And they're not trying to balance it out. They're not trying to cap it to try and balance out the online gameplay, because we know that ain't happening.
Nope. If Steam ever came to me and said, hey, we're going to charge you $60 a month, I'd flip my shit. But at the same time, they've been providing a much better free service than Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus ever did in so many ways. So many ways. Anyways, I guess that's enough bitching about Live.
And we started to go a little off the top.
Yeah. A little off top. But hey, you know what? These topics are working. These topics are giving us stuff to talk about.
It is.
So, let's see. Frost. What do you... You're the worst one to ask this.
Neither one of these next topics really should go to me at all.
You know what? You're getting that one. I'm going to go to that topic right now. You're getting that one. So,
I don't play that game, so it doesn't matter to me.
Frost, tell me. So for a game you've never played, you have no interest in playing,
and you don't even know who the character is.
You don't even know who this character is, and a product you don't know about or care about. Frost, what do you think about the fact that Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII is modeling Louis Vuitton? You know what? As two people who, know everything about FF13, Lightning, love the character, well, a lot. We're very familiar with the Final Fantasy world. Not so much Louis Vuitton, but we are gamers.
Oh, come on, don't lie.
Got my purse right here. No. But, I mean, as gamers, and even as a sports fanatic, you're familiar with fashion to a point. You got that jersey? Who made the jersey? Oh, that one? No. Oh, the $200 jersey from that company. So, fashion's everywhere. You're a gamer, you know about Teespring, you know about Jinx. The Yeti, Jinx. So, if you're a gamer or even a sports nut, you know about fashion. You know where you're going to get your hat from. Was it made by, I don't know the hat companies, but...
Aperture Labs.
There are things you're aware of with brands and with certain aspects of fashion, almost no matter where you are. So Louis Vuitton, not something any of us care about, but they did.
Where do you think I got this hat from?
Unless you're a
I believe it. However, you're probably
the
missing the garbage bag and the heels made out of forks that probably went along with that hat.
You can't see off camera, so.
He's wearing heels.
You know what? I think I would pay to watch him try to do that.
We're gonna get a welder to make him some pumps made out of forks.
Get him to make like these 6-inch heels.
I think I'd rather walk on Legos.
Forks and knives.
Oh God! There we go. We'll line it with Legos. We'll call it Doctor.
Doctor, fuck your feet.
I'm not going to help you put that shit on, because you know damn well one of those things is going to go through my damn thumb.
Yeah.
So there we go. pumps made out of welded forks lined with Dr. Lego's foot pads. That's what we think of Lightning modeling Louis Vuitton. It looks cool. The ad looks cool.
Sounds like a new interrogation form.
It plays the FF13 battle music, the one with the violin. It plays that. It looks cool. It sounds cool.
Flips.
She does flips while wearing Louis Vuitton and those big baggy shorts that have been popular in fashion for the past decade. Why? I never see women in real life wearing them. They don't look good at times when I see them on TV. But it's a thing. Whatever. That's up to people what they want to wear.
It must literally be exactly what you guys were talking about when we were off camera, which is that, shit, we're bleeding money. Here, we're going to sell you our characters. Just take them. Take them. Give us money.
It really only has two logical answers in my mind, and that is, okay, there's a third one that probably is the right answer. So the most logical one is they were just like...
Squeenix is like, we need money.
We need money. Use Lightning. We'll render her and everything wearing your clothing and you're using your purses. And then Louis Vuitton was like, oh, almost free ad campaign. Sure, why not? The other one is Square and Louis Vuitton probably got together and said, how do we make viral happen? I know how we make... And I mean, boom, here it is. Here's viral happening. We're complaining about it.
Next thing you're going to hear is that there's a small DLC pack for Final Fantasy 14.
You know it.
With magical properties on the purse?
No, it's all... Isn't there, just like costume stuff? Yeah.
The bag of holding.
They even had a whole storyline as to why Lightning would appear in your game.
Yeah.
Like, she'd teleport into your game in FF14 and she'd be like, what the hell am I doing here? Oh shit, monster, come, random player, let's go kill that monster. Don't get me wrong, it was cool. It was cool that they applied a storyline as to why you could obtain Lightning's clothes in FF14. What I mean by that is, what he was bringing up is, FF14 will just like throw clothes at you and it's pretty cool. So
and it's going to be Louis Vuitton clothes, the next ones.
I would not be surprised if they added whatever these Louis Vuitton clothes in there. The third... probably most likely reason this is happening is some designer probably likes Final Fantasy.
And they happen to work for Louis Vuitton and went, I want to use Lightning for these clothes. Louis Vuitton's just like, all right, sure, we'll throw money at
But
Squeenix.
you know what, though? They are, in a way, it is kind of opening up another world of fashion to gamers. Who wouldn't normally care or wouldn't normally have... They'd rather spend their funds on games than Louis Vuitton product. If you put that out there, you don't know any of the female gamers.
Exactly.
I mean,
they probably know. Obviously, they probably know Louis Vuitton, but they're like, you know what? I could probably rock that.
Yeah.
Yep. And vice versa.
Although buying a pair of Louis Vuitton pants would probably cost you about the same amount as a new console.
True. But then you see...
Do I want a console or do I want clothes?
You see, then this is a win-win. This is a win-win for Louis Vuitton.
I'll just take the console. I'll sit in my damn shorts and nothing else and just fucking play for the next 3 years. And I'll make the money to go buy out the clothes.
Yeah.
This is a win-win for both companies because Louis Vuitton is going to get the rich gamers who are like, ooh, Louis Vuitton, I want to buy that. $300, $400 shorts? Sure. Or probably $2,000. Anyways, they're like, yeah. So Louis Vuitton gets customers from the gamer side, and Square gets the customers from the Louis Vuitton side. Who is that, honey? You play games. Who is that? What is she? Like, oh, that's Lightning from Final Fantasy.
That's some bitch.
That's some bitch in the worst game ever created. We do not speak of said game.
But said bitch.
and so the cross promotion can work that way. Don't get me wrong, it looks cool. It looks cool. Go watch the ad. I'll try to remember to link it. But it just didn't make any sense. It was just like, what? Which is why I think someone has a hard-on for Final Fantasy and Louis Vuitton, or they were trying to make something viral. And they've kind of succeeded. Here we are talking about it. And it's not bad. It just doesn't make any sense. So, the final one. Jyaku. What do you think of the fact that Blizzard is going to be getting rid of Battle.net? Tier? I feel...
Battle.net has been around since Warcraft 2?
I think you're right. That was the first one to go online. Maybe they had some semblance.
Diablo 2 somewhere in there. I don't remember.
It was definitely there for Diablo 2.
Yeah, I know it was there for Diablo 2, but I think... You know what? I think it actually started with... What came first, Warcraft 2 or StarCraft?
Well, I want to say... Warcraft 2... In my memory, looks better than StarCraft 2 does. StarCraft 1 does. So I want to say StarCraft came before Warcraft.
Well, then it
2.
started with StarCraft. It
So
started with one of those two.
It did start with one of them. Yeah, one came before the other.
What are they going to be doing with that? Are they?
I think they're just getting rid of the name. They're not like dropping their servers.
Exactly.
Or anything like
Battle.net will
that.
always be theirs.
They're just getting rid of it. I think
there.
it's just going to be called Blizzard. So I didn't look that far into that story.
Yeah.
So they're just dropping the name Battle.net.
Because it wouldn't make sense to completely get rid of that whole opportunity there.
Yeah. Well, they have their own launcher on PC that has World of Warcraft, Diablo 3.
They're dropping
StarCraft 2.
the Battle.net branding, and I want to say they're going over to some kind of branding that uses their name, Blizzard. And
Blizzard.net.
now, I have almost no doubt they will never get rid of any of their Battle.net stuff. They will keep Battle.net. That will always go to Blizzard.
All the servers that they have printed out on it. Battle.net server.
Exactly. So that will almost always definitely stay there. They're just switching the branding over to Blizzard side. And so you're not going to see that Battle.net moniker. Now, you know what's funny is I feel almost exactly the opposite as you do.
Really?
Yes, because so back in the day of Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, StarCraft, and everything, almost never went online. So I never used Battle.net. Me and my friends, we would always just connect the computers up.
Yeah. Well, if I remember correctly, the original StarCraft, you still had to go through Battle.net
and maybe
to local connect.
Yeah, and then maybe we did. Maybe we were going through some Battle.net clients.
I know you had to do that with Diablo 2.
But for me, back then, the name made no sense. I didn't know Battle.net was a Blizzard product because if you didn't have Battle.net, you had GameSpy.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was some third-party thing. I didn't know it tied to Blizzard. Anyways, so I never did Diablo 2. Wasn't a game for me. It's nice. I like it. I've played it. It just wasn't.
We started playing it once.
I didn't play it back in the day. So I don't attach Battle.net to my childhood. And when they came out with the Battle.net launcher 2 years ago,
I don't know.
something like that. Whenever they came out with the Battle.net launcher and they started promoting this Battle.net branding again, I was just like, what the? No one's heard of Battle.net in like 10 years. Why are you bringing it back? It's like, Louis Vuitton and Lightning. Stop trying to make viral happen. It's not going to happen. I'm exaggerating here. Battle.net is obviously in people's history and everything like that, and people are aware of it. But for me, someone who's played every Blizzard game, I still looked at it and went, what? Why are you using that for your online? Why aren't you rebranding it Blizzard something? So this move makes sense to me. It's weird because they've been pushing Battle.net for over 4 or 5 years or something. So it's weird to do a switch like this, but I guess you got to make the switch somewhere if you think that's a good idea. So it's a weird back and forth. I prefer the Blizzard branding. I'm excited to see where things go.
Battleborn.net.
Battleborn. Battleborn. It's like Overwatch. No, it's like first-person League of Legends, kinda. It's a fun game. It's like if you wanted someone to take Borderlands and League of Legends and put them together.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
Literally. I mean, it's by Gearbox.
It is. And Battleborn is a fine game. It just wasn't fine enough for me to want to spend any amount of money on it.
I think if it had been released nowhere near when Overwatch released, it would have done better.
And you know what it is? Is it really seems like they were just trying. They were just trying to get the sales from Overwatch. Is that?
Yeah.
It feels so obvious to me because they should have done a better.
If I had been Gearbox, I would have said, "Oh, well, this game that everyone's getting hyped for is coming out. Maybe we'll delay it a little bit."
Battleborn as a free game might have been huge.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If Battleborn had come out and you saw Battleborn for free, in whatever way they made money, I don't know how, whatever way they could make money, Battleborn for free or $40 to $60 for Overwatch, I would have gone Battleborn all day long. Now, would I have eventually gotten Overwatch or played it and preferred it? Yes. But I would have gone Battleborn first, without a doubt. Because even though I knew they were completely different games, I was still on the fence. Both games sounded very fun to me. I like first-person League of Legends style, MOBA, which is what that god game, Smite is? Spite? I smite thee, I spite you, I spit you.
Surge.
I smite you, almighty smiter.
With my Sprite.
Yahweh!
Well, on that note, I think we're actually quite close to our... Yep, the buzzer's hitting. Really?
Right.
Now we're going to have to... Wait. All right,
so we'll call it.
we have to really call it because we are very close to our deadline, if not a little over it,
Yep.
actually.
Yep, it is.
So
we because of the new camera and everything else, we were setting up and we lost a lot of time there. So apologies on the shorter podcast. And,
yeah, we did lose a few other things. So one thing that we were going to touch on, I think, for this episode, which we'll probably have to push, which will probably give us a little bit more time to come up with the list that we want to.
Oh.
We each wanted to come up with a top 3 of a different game genre.
Yes.
Which we will probably most likely do
next
next week since we had loss of time today.
Every episode is going to have a top something list about something. Every episode. We don't know the format. Right now we're thinking some kind of top 3 thing. No details because we really don't know what we're doing. But it will be some kind of top something. And it's gonna play out throughout the month, and at the end of the month, we're gonna have another top thing that ties into the other 3 top things, and that could all change. Everything I said could be erased, and we do something else. But it will be a top 3, top 5, top 10 kind of thing coming next episode. We'll have it sorted.
God, I hope you followed that because I lost him halfway through.
See, they can rewind.
Yeah, we can't do that yet.
No, we can't do that yet.
We can't turn back time.
So, on that note, thank you for watching. We'll have another Surge Cheers for the end of the night.
Cheers! Surge!
See you next time.
Catch you later, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to try to think of something to talk about while I get this over here to the stop recording button later.
That's a bad idea.
It's not approved.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
And the playground is where I spent most of my days.
Don't know it.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Might shoot some people outside of the school.
When a couple of guys were up to no good, started making trouble in my neighborhood.
Got in one little fight, my mom got mad.
Scared.
And you're moving with your
You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
Yeah.
Which comes up to my neck, and there's the butter, there's the fucking butter. Oh god, I got it. No mess. Okay. Not to point at you. That's because I'm looking at the camera, and I was like, let me point in that direction, which you're the. There goes the pointing stuff again.
Yeah, it's like 10 past.
Ladies and gentlemen, I also forgot. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up this video. You can keep packing up. It's all good. I forgot to record it. This is what it looks like.
Like on
We're all
Facebook.
done. Exactly. Follow us on Facebook, Wicked Awful Gamers.
Offensive man, bitch!
Oh god, he actually hit me.